Hello ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else watching. My name's Eric and welcome back to a brand new video here on the Bioshock Hub. Now, it has been so long since I've done a tier list for you guys, and I really do enjoy making these for you. So obviously, I know we're not all going to agree on my personal placements, and that's okay. That's what the community's for. So if you want to do this tier list for yourself, and then come back and put in the comments where you put your weapons on the tier list, I'll leave this in the description down below so you can go do it for yourself, and I would be more than happy to read your guys' comments. So, one other thing. This is going to cover the majority of the weapons from Bioshock, Bioshock 2, its DLC, Minerva's Den, and Bioshock Infinite and Burial at Sea. So, one small problem. There's a couple of weapons from Burial at Sea that are not included, and I do apologize. And you're seeing a lot more on the screen than it's going to be in terms of the list itself, and that's because all of the ammo was included as well. So we're just going to bypass that. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy, sit back, relax, and if you enjoy it by the end, would you kindly hit that subscribe button? I'd very much appreciate it. So with that being said, let's hop into the video, shall we? Okay, so first off, we are going to start off with the classic, the Bioshock 1 wrench. Now, most iconic melee weapon in the game in terms of the series, and honestly, one of the best weapons in the first game. So for this, I will put at an A tier. Not quite S tier, as S tier are the overpowered weapons, but I believe A tier is very, very good in terms of a position on this list. Let's move to the crossbow. And when I made the best weapons and the worst weapons videos back in the day, you guys shit on me for disrespecting the crossbow. And I do apologize about that. And the more I've played Bioshock, the more I've used the crossbow. I'll give it its props. I'm putting this at a high B. I wish there was like a B plus or something like that, but IB is very good, especially with all of the different types of ammo as well. Now, the chemical thrower. There's a lot of uses for this. However, the only one that's very good is the electric gel because it can take Big Daddies down really, really quickly. But that's really the only reason you would want to actually use this weapon. So for this one, I'm going to put it at a D. I know that one might get some people a little upset, but that's okay. The camera, we're not going to worry about. Same thing with the hack tool when we get to Bioshock 2, so we're just going to bypass that one. The Tommy gun, or the submachine gun in this game. Great weapon. The ammo for it is great, and it really does pack a punch in terms of how hard it actually hits. For this one, I feel this should be belonging in the B category as well. The grenade launcher. If it had more that you can actually shoot out instead of the 3 per ammo slot, I would definitely put this in B. But I'm fairly safe and fairly comfortable with putting it in the C slot. Good, reliable weapon, not too good, not too bad, just hits that sweet spot for a actual grenade launcher. Now, my favorite weapon in the entire series, and I'm not saying this as a bias, this weapon is incredible. The amount of damage that you can output with this weapon along with the sniper and the shotgun in Infinite, it's wonderful. If you haven't played Infinite with the Paddywhacker hand cannon, please do yourself a favor and try it. The headshot sounds are so satisfying with this thing. So for me, this is an A. Again, not going to put it in S tier because it's not overpowered. It's just an incredible weapon. Now, the grenade launcher or the rocket launcher from Bioshock 2, I feel that I'm going to put this in the D slot. I feel that the one from Bioshock 1 is a little bit better than the one from Bioshock 2. And that's the only reason why I'm putting it in the D slot. Not a terrible gun, but I feel the previous one just outclasses it. Now, I believe this is called the heater, if I remember correctly, and you can only get a couple of these all throughout Infinite. Good gun, very good gun, very strong. However, the ammo capacity is very low. That's the only downside. This one I am going to put in the C slot, but it's going to be a very low C on the border of the D slot. So let me know what you think about that one. Now the carbine. This one is divisive. I know I don't personally like the gun, however, I can recognize how good it could actually be, and it seems like you guys really enjoy the weapon as well. So for this, I'm willing to put this in the B slot. It's a very consistent and reliable weapon. It gives you a ton of range and a ton of coverage, and you can spam the trigger if you need to, so good reliable weapon. I like that. The machine gun from Infinite. This one's just going to be C. Not a bad weapon, not an incredible weapon, just consistent. That's about it. That's really all I need to say. The shotgun from Bioshock 1. This is going to take our first slot on the S tier because this weapon is arguably the best weapon within Bioshock 1, in my personal opinion. I know other people might have other opinions. Again, completely okay. But the amount of damage this thing does is absolutely incredible. So try it if you haven't already. But if you're a fan of the channel and you've been watching for a while, you already know what the shotgun can do. Next, the crank gun. This would be a lot better if it didn't run out of ammo within 10 seconds of you picking it up. So for this one, unfortunately, even though it puts out a lot of rounds per minute, I'm going to put this one at a D. If the ammo scarcity was a little bit higher so you can actually pick up more ammo, that'd be wonderful. But right now, D, and that is really unfortunate because it's such a unique weapon within this series. Next up, Hailfire, one of my other favorite weapons. This is just an incredible weapon to be able to consistently put down damage on targets. So, not broken or anything like that, but I'm going to put it at a B. I will say that this is a slightly above average weapon, but once you start upgrading it and you start including vigors, etc., it will be a little bit better. Starting pistol from Bioshock Infinite, we're going to put this one at a D. Now, it's good if you can spam the trigger on this and get a lot of bullets out, but in all actuality, you're not going to be using this for too long. Once you pick up something like the sniper, the shotgun, the hand cannon, the hailfire, the RPG, I think you're going to basically bypass the pistol. Now, speaking of the RPG, this one is going to go in the B slot. I feel that this is better than the Bioshock 1 grenade launcher and the Bioshock 2 rocket launcher because this one, the damage on it is absolutely incredible. So try it out for yourself. Second, we have the next shotgun in Bioshock Infinite, that being the overall regular basic shotgun, not the heater. So this one, A+, absolute A+. The sniper. This is another one that I feel is arguably the best weapon in Infinite. And the fact that it's a one-shot headshot for the majority of the game, sometimes it might not be a one-shot on 1999 mode. I have to go back and check that out for myself. But this weapon is incredibly powerful, and if you can land your shots, especially your headshots, this weapon is absolutely incredible. This is going to take my second S slot, so let me know what you think there. Now we have the Vox machine gun, or the repeater in this case. And this one, again, consistent weapon, hits hard, it's reliable. I'm going to put it right next to the other machine gun as well. Now the Hailfire, again, really good, but I think the volley gun is a little bit better. So again, C. Not a bad weapon, not too overpowered or anything like that. Just a very consistent volley weapon, and that weird sort of between rocket launcher and grenade launcher. I just think the overall volley gun is a little bit better. Next up, you guys know how I feel about the burst gun. I think it is one of the worst weapons in the overall series, and by that, I mean it is the worst weapon in the series. So automatic F. I'm not going to explain anymore. If you want to find out why, try it during your next Infinite playthrough and let me know. So Bioshock 1 pistol and the Bioshock 2 shotgun. Pistol, we're going to put in the D slot. This is only going for higher levels in my personal opinion. I don't see myself using the pistol a lot. And when I do, it feels like it's a BB gun. So again, it's not too bad, but I would much rather use all of the weapons that I have listed above. Bioshock 2 shotgun, B. Sounds badass. It's a badass weapon. Use it. Trust me. The drill, another iconic melee weapon. Straight up a just beautiful. And the fact that you're able to do more with the drill than you are with the wrench, with the drill dash, spamming the drill, etc. Wonderful. Bioshock 2's LMG. This one I feel is a little worse than the Bioshock 1 machine gun. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the aesthetic of it, but in practicality, it just feels like it doesn't hit as hard. So let me know what you think there. Now we have our first DLC weapon, and this one is probably my favorite weapon within Bioshock 2. I wish it would have been in the actual game itself, but I understand why it wasn't. And that is the ion laser. For me, I'm going to put this in the B slot. I don't think it's powerful enough for the A slot, though the alternate ammo types definitely push the boundaries of how good this weapon actually is. And with this, I seriously wish it would have been in Bioshock 2. I think that would have changed so much in terms of gameplay. So one of my favorite weapons and an absolute classic from Minerva's Den. Next up, we're going with the radar range. This one, microwave gun. Not bad, not good, funny. I'll put this in the D slot. There's the practicality of it, where you try to use it, you run out of ammo a lot, and you really have to hold down the trigger and really try to essentially pop someone in order to get a chain reaction. So it's good, like I said, but it's more of a gimmicky weapon. Next up, the rivet gun. This one, again, reliable, consistent, not overpowered, not bad. We're going to put this in B. Next up, we have the two melee weapons from Infinite, the Skyhook and the Air Grabber. So, again, for me, the Skyhook in terms of Bioshock Infinite, the base game with Booker, incredible. The executions are absolutely wonderful. I will put that in the A category. With the Air Grabber, however, you would think it's the same weapon, so it should be in the A. However, the Air Grabber isn't really used all that often within Burial at Sea, unless it's by Booker. When you're using it as Elizabeth in episode 2, you can't do much, you just knock out an enemy, or you can push them back. So for me, I'll put it down near the D list, or the D section. Let me know if that's a mistake. If it is, I'm sorry. For this one, I believe this is the Tommy gun. I can't exactly tell. You know, I love my Tommy gun, and it is very good in Burial at Sea, especially if you get good pieces of gear. I'm going to put this one at B. Very good weapon. The spear gun, classic. I'm going to put this one at B as well. And then finally, let's see what we have left, because we have a lot of the melee weapons and stuff like that from the Bioshock 2 multiplayer. Okay, what I'm going to do, since the tranquilizer gun isn't in here for whatever reason, unless I'm completely blind and missing it, I'm going to take this right here, because this is just the typical normal ammo for the tranquilizer. So the tranquilizer gun, very, very good. So I'm going to put this in the B slot as well. Now, again, disregard the weapons here from the Bioshock 2 multiplayer and all of the different melee weapons from the multiplayer and the different ammo types, please let me know what you guys think of this list. I know, like I said, you guys are going to have different opinions. That's completely okay. I want this as a community video. So again, the link to this will be down in the description. Please do it for yourself, and then once you're done, come back to this video and leave your tier list down in the comment section below. I would very much appreciate that. If you're new here and enjoy Bioshock content and want to see more, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, as we're on the road to 50,000 subscribers, and it would mean so much to me. Also, if you enjoyed and want to help the channel grow a little bit, a like is very much appreciated, as well as a comment. And also, if you want to never miss a future video or a future live stream, you can hit the bell and turn on all post notifications to never miss a future video or live stream. Also, if you want to stay up to date with me outside of YouTube, you can follow me on my social medias, as well as subscribe to my second channel. And also, I will be streaming more on Twitch, so go follow me on Twitch. Again, links to everything that I just mentioned will be down in the description. A couple of videos will be popping up on the screen here shortly. I definitely recommend you go check those out. Thank you so much. And with that being said, thank you all so very much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.